Hello, all you beautiful people. Yeah, this video was supposed to be out months ago as it was meant to coincide with EVO, but I ran into quite a few snags, TLDR, my health took a sharp decline and my job was not making it any easier. Anyway, still dealing with stuff, but I at least got into a better position where I could start putting work into my videos once again. That being said, let's get back to what you clicked on this video for, fighting games. Or to be more specific, and in tune with the theme of this channel, voice actors in fighting games. Many amazing talents have contributed to bringing our favorite pugilists to life, so don't be surprised if you find some familiar names on this list, as they more than likely have brought other video game characters as well as your favorite cartoon or anime to life. A few ground rules, however, so I don't drive myself insane. I'm only going to cover the main, most recent titles, and the actors have to have contributed more than one voice or have a long-standing legacy. Otherwise, this video would be longer than a Lord of the Rings trilogy. Let's get into it! When Street Fighter made its big return with Street Fighter 4, it included a slew of new English voice actors to help usher in its new era. Kyle Hebert became the voice of Ryu, and has continued the role ever since, including guest appearances in games like Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, and crossover games like Street Fighter X Tekken. Also, being adult/future Gohan in the Dragon Ball franchise means he plays Gohan in Dragon Ball FighterZ, as well as Sparking Zero. He also went on to play Doggy Kruger and Magna Defender in Power Rangers Battle for the Grid, and he was Rig in Dead or Alive 6. Ray Chase takes on the role of Guile, and was also Roy in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, Mitsurugi in Soul Calibur 6, and Susanoo in BlazBlue Cross Tag Battle. Street Fighter 4 also introduced us to Jody Han, someone who would quickly rise up and join the pantheon of popular Street Fighter characters, being brought to the Western audiences by Jessica Strauss. She continues that role on to this day, and includes other roles such as Dixie Clements and Rumble Roses. David Matranga, I hope I'm pronouncing that right, joined Street Fighter 6's Ken, which means he's also in Fatal Fury, City of the Wolves. He was also Shoto in My Hero 1 Justice. Keith Silverstein takes over as Dhalsim in Street Fighter 6. He was also Zasalamel in Soul Calibur series, and was Gouken in Street Fighter 4, Zack in Dead or Alive 5, and had the role of Brian Fury in Street Fighter X Tekken. And he's also the narrator for Fatal Fury City of the Wolves. Wally Wingert, hope I'm pronouncing that right, is JP, but he was also MODOK in Marvel vs. Capcom 3, and was Cervantes in Soul Calibur, starting in Soul Calibur 3. Michelle Ruff returns as Sea Viper, or Crimson Viper, who was originally introduced in Street Fighter 4. She also plays Carl Clover in the BlazBlue series, and was Reiko Hinomoto in Rumble Roses. Isaac Singleton Jr. has been the long-standing voice of Sagat since Street Fighter 4. He also took on the role of Thanos in the Marvel vs. Capcom series. Caitlin Glass took on the role of both Cammy and DiCapri in Street Fighter 4, and is continuing the role of Cammy to this day. She is also Pinky in My Hero 1 Justice. Faye Mata was brought on as the newcomer Aki, and was also Fleet in Rivals of Aether 2, Metara in Grand Blue Fantasy Versus, and Nico in Dead or Alive 6. Edward Bosco joins as Ed in Street Fighter 5, which means he is still continuing to play that character now. He is also the ongoing voice of Chip Zanoff in the Guilty Gear series, also Kon Ra and Gargos in Killer Instinct. Chirami Lei, I swear I am butchering these names and I apologize, is the new fighter Manon, but she was also the NPC Favier in Street Fighter 5. And as far as legacy voice actors go, we have Alex Lee joining the franchise as Luke, who started back in 5, which means he's continuing that voice until now and probably in the future games. This would also include other voice actors from Street Fighter 4, Gerald C. Rivers as Bison, John Snyder as E. Honda, Ian Sinclair as Rashid, Karen Dyer as Elena, and Peter Beckman as Zangief. What's that? I forgot about Terry and Mai. Oh, worry not, my little snuggly, wuggly, you're so cute. Don't worry, they'll all be covered in Fatal Fury, City of the Wolves. Fatal Fury City of the Wolves is Fatal Fury's big comeback to the fighting game stage, having not been seen since Mark of the Wolves. Michael Schneider is cast as Terry Bogard, which means he was also in Street Fighter 6. Rebecca Rose plays Mai Shiranui in both City of the Wolves and 6. Jenny Kwan got her start as Chun-Li in Street Fighter 6, but being a guest character in City of the Wolves gives her that extra credit needed to make the list. Griffin Poitou joins as Rock Howard and was also 6 in Grand Blue Fantasy Versus, and Bosch, your rival NPC in Street Fighter 6. That is if you play that open world story mode. Amber Lee Connors is B. Jeanette, or Jeanette, sorry, I have not played the game yet, and took over as Eno in Guilty Gear Strive. Sean Chiplock is newcomer Salvador Ganachi, Lucilius in Grand Blue Fantasy Versus, Kai Kisuke in Guilty Gear, and was Noob Saibot in Mortal Kombat 11. Moving on to the first Arc System Works game on the list, Granblue Fantasy vs. Rising is based on the popular gacha game from Cygames, and features a myriad of colorful characters faithfully adopted from the game. I, of course, will be avoiding repeat VOs, starting with Stephen Fu, who is also the voice of Jamie in Street Fighter VI, plays Lancelot. Zeno Robinson plays Vayne, and is the new voice of DJ in Street Fighter VI. Kyle McCarley is Gran, and also Hyde in BlazBlue Cross Tag Battle. Erika Harlacher is Jita, and is also Shinobu Kocho in Demon Slayer Kimetsu no Yaiba, and Sadira in Killer Instinct. Erika Lindbeck plays Catalina, and also plays Daki in Demon Slayer Kimetsu no Yaiba, and Cassie Cage in Mortal Kombat 11. She also plays Sophia Alexandra in Soul Calibur 6, Yasuhira in BlazBlue Cross Tag Battle, and was Menat in Street Fighter V. Cristina Valenzuela plays both Fairy and Charlotta. She also played Nitara in Mortal Kombat 1, Noelle Vermillion, Nu 13, Mu 12, Lambda 11 in the BlazBlue series. Since they're all basically the same character, so that's why. Because you have to play the game. I'm not gonna explain it to you. She's also Ibuki in Street Fighter V. Mela Lee plays Zeta. She also played Jade in Mortal Kombat 11. Rachel Alucard in the BlazBlue series. Sungwon Cho, that's right, everyone's favorite YouTuber ProZD. Well, maybe not everyone's, but I think he's pretty cool. He is the voice of Vasaraga. And Hwan Sung-hyung in Soul Calibur 6. Jamison Price plays Sores. He also took over the role for Paul Phoenix in Tekken going forward, and was cast as Leo Whitefang in the Guilty Gear series, and was also Iron Tiger in BlazBlue. Saria Williams plays Cagliostro, and she was also Lin in BlazBlue Cross Tag Battle, and Susamudu in Demon Slayer Kimetsu no Yaiba. Kaji Tang is Eustace. He's also known as the new Sub-Zero / Noob Saibot in Mortal Kombat 1, sorry for the spoilers, and also Saname Shinezagawa, ooh, I butchered that, in Demon Slayer Kimetsu no Yaiba. He was also Faust in Guilty Gear, and Jan Lee in Dead or Alive 5 and 6, Violet in Tekken Tag Tournament, and was both Thrust and Strike in Kamen Rider Dragon Knight. How's that for a deep cut? Kira Kuklin plays Lyria and 2B. Playing 2B means that she also gets the credit for Soul Calibur 6, as she was a guest character in that game as well. She's also the new Queen Dizzy in Guilty Gear Strive. She was also Heart Aino in BlazBlue Cross Tag Battle, and was Falk in Street Fighter V. Xander Mobius is Wilness, and he's also known as Ren/Joker in Super Smash Bros., and was Abigail in Street Fighter V. Guilty Gear Strive is one of my favorite fighting games, with its blend of over-the-top anime action and rock-themed aesthetics. Howard Wang, who played Sandalphon in Granblue Fantasy Versus, is Venom. Eden Rigel has been the go-to voice for Mei since Guilty Gear Xrd, and she also plays Hitomi in Dead or Alive series. She's also Ace, don't know how to pronounce that, in BlazBlue. Tara Platt is Melee Rage. She was Aino in Xrd only. She's also Setsuka in Soul Calibur 6, Mitsuru Kirijo in BlazBlue Cross Tag Battle, and was Anna in Tekken 5, 6, and Tag Tournament, not the current one though. Matt Mercer. That's right, Mr. Critical Role himself, with his lofty hair and cool demeanor and successful nerd-centric career. I'm not jealous, you're jealous, shut up! He is the voice of Zato 1 and Eddie. He also played Bayman in Dead or Alive 5 and 6, Chrom in Super Smash Bros., Fei Long in Street Fighter 4, and Zwei in Soul Calibur 5. Liam O'Brien is Johnny in the Guilty Gear series. He's also Akihiko Sanada in BlazBlue Cross Tag Battle, Doctor Strange in Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite, which does lead to the possibility he'll be in Marvel Tokon if Strange is a playable character. His credits continue as Reverse Flash in Injustice, both Seth and Gil in Street Fighter V, Axelo in Guilty Gear Xrd only, Rig in Dead or Alive 5, and Wrath in Kamen Rider Dragon Knight. Cassandra Lee Morris is Elphelt Valentine in the Guilty Gear series, and was Lei Fang in Dead or Alive 5 and 6. Alejandro Saab is the current voice of Robokai, which means we might be getting him as the role expands in the new season. Nothing confirmed yet. Mortal Kombat 1 is the latest installment of the long-running franchise, best known for its blood and gore. JB Blank, who voices Slayer in Guilty Gear, also voiced Kano in Mortal Kombat 11 and 1, and he was also El Fuerte in Street Fighter 4. Matthew Yang King took over the role for Liu Kang starting in Mortal Kombat 11, and is also Adam in Injustice 2. Carrie Walgren is Kitana and Mylena, starting in Mortal Kombat 11. She was also Kasumi in Dead or Alive, Starfire in Injustice, and Setsuka in Soul Calibur. Ike Amadi plays Shao Kahn and Cyrax in Mortal Kombat, and Atrocitus in Injustice 2. Yuri Lowenthal was brought on to play Smoke. He also played Hayato in Dead or Alive, Yosuke Hanamura in BlazBlue Cross Tag Battle, Bedman in Xrd, Amane Nishiki in BlazBlue, and Patroclus Alexander in Soul Calibur 5. He's also my prediction to take the role of Spider-Man in Marvel Tokon. Kelly Hu took on the role of Li Mei in Mortal Kombat, and she was also Devora, Sindel, and Frost in Mortal Kombat 10. Mary Juno became Sindel in Mortal Kombat 11, and I'm predicting she'll return for the role of Storm in Marvel Dokkan. Vic Chow took on the role of Goro and Kenshi starting in Mortal Kombat 10. He was also Sector and Triborg only in Mortal Kombat 10. Steve Blum was Sub-Zero in Mortal Kombat 11. He also took on the role of Baraka, which he has on until now. He was also the Green Lantern in Injustice 2, Wolverine in Marvel vs. Capcom 3. And yes, I do believe he'll revive this role in Dokkan because there's a 99% chance Wolverine will be in the game. He was also Zabuza and Orochimaru in the Naruto fighting games. Andrew Morgado was the Collector in Mortal Kombat 11 and is now Reptile. Jennifer Hale was Kronika in Mortal Kombat 11, and she was also Alice in Bloody Roar Primal Fury. Phil Lamar is Geras, as well as Kotal Khan in the Mortal Kombat series. He's also known as Samurai Jack and Aquaman in Multiverses. He's also John Stewart Green Lantern in Injustice 2. Tekken has a rather unique style when it comes to voice acting, as it casts actors from each fighter's country of origin, and to this day has them speaking in their own languages. Which, while it does give the game a pretty good original approach to international representation, it does tend to look kind of silly in cutscenes since everyone just speaks their own languages to each other, and everyone understands like they're all multilingual or maybe have universal translators or something. That being said, I'm going to cover the English-speaking actors as they're the only ones I feel confident talking about. Starting with David Vincent, he's been the ongoing voice for Martial Law. He's also Robin and Richter in Super Smash Bros., Jin Kisaragi and Hakuman in the BlazBlue series, T-Hawk in Street Fighter IV, Elliot in Dead or Alive, and finally Camo in Kamen Rider Dragon Knight. Mary Elizabeth McGlynn is Nina Williams. She was also Citrion in Mortal Kombat 11, and she was Evil Rose in Rumble Roses. Is that a fighting game? Someone let me know. Gideon Emery has been Stephen Fox since at least 6. Cindy Robinson takes on the role of Zafina in Tekken 8. She was also Makoto Nanaya in BlazBlue, Labris in BlazBlue Cross Tag Battle, and was Colleen in Street Fighter V. And that about wraps it up. Which fighting game is your favorite? Was there one you would have liked to have seen covered? I want to know more about the actors I talked about. Let me know in the comments below. And let me know if you like this kind of format and want to see it applied to other games or genres. I love talking about voice acting, so anything and everything goes in that regard. And most of all, thank you for watching, and if you did enjoy, please be sure to like and subscribe, and share with anyone you think enjoys video games or voice actors, or both. Remain unstoppable, beautiful people.